I'm making those videos so the whole world will know all those cruel and meticulously evil things that are being done to me. Like they're running some kind of a Nazi experiment on me. Those piece of shit aliens. In addition to torturing me for Emma Watson, they also use some kind of computerized automatic system to lock down my nervous system. It's worse than putting handcuffs on somebody. They're putting handcuffs on my nerves. It's an extremely evil and sadistic thing to do. You'd only do that kind of stuff to an extremely dangerous criminal, a terrorist even, someone who has acted against humanity and not an innocent person like me. So basically what it does, this automatic computerized system, it constantly follows what happens around me, and it even reads my thoughts. And in reaction to the most trivial things, or there is like some kind of algorithm running over there, and if it detects something that it doesn't like, it begins to twitch my muscles. It especially targets the leg muscles because it wants to hurt the largest limb, and it wants to exercise possession and control over the largest limb to establish the relationship of a master and a slave. And it especially targets the thighs and the feet, the muscles at the bottom of my feet, and the quadriceps, the muscles at the top of the thigh, because the thigh muscle is the largest and the feet is the place it chose to infest in the most obsessive manner. And so, to give you an example of what happened just now, I was laying on my back, resting, and randomly, maybe I started dreaming or something. I started imagining a group of people casting a spell together. It's it's this random innocent thing, but the algorithm, it didn't like it. So it read my mind at that moment, and in response to that thought or dream or whatever it was, it started to twitch the bottom of my foot. Like telling me Emma Watson doesn't like you imagining or dreaming about creative stuff. Or the algorithm doesn't like you. You're breaking out of what you're expected to do. Not allowed to think or even dream freely. Lockdown of my fucking brain, of my central nervous system, and of the nerves across my limbs. Cruel and sadistic. But you see, before I went to bed, I set an alarm clock. because I had intended to nap only for a couple of minutes. And so the alarm sounded, and in reaction to the sound of the alarm, they began to twitch my thigh, to force me to become affected by the sound of the alarm, to make me feel like my body cannot stand the sound of the alarm, which is absurd. It's an innocent sound that I set up my fucking self, and not somebody forced onto me like all the shit they forced onto me. I set up this alarm myself, and I chose this sound myself. I even chose the volume. I chose everything. The sound, the duration of the alarm, and even its volume. And yet they want me to think that the sound of my own alarm clock destabilizes my nerves. So, dreaming about a group of people casting a spell, this innocent creative dream is supposed to make my feet twitch, and the sound of the alarm is supposed to make my thighs twitch. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? It's their piece of shit evil algorithm. This anti-human algorithm. A computerized system designed to lock down the nerves and to make the person suffer. And obviously they don't do it because I did something wrong, because I'm some kind of a terrorist. It's the opposite. They are doing it to me because they're afraid of me. They're afraid of my potential, that if I'm allowed to continue to grow freely, that they would not be able to control me. And that's what will eventually happen. They will not be able to stop me. But it doesn't change the fact that what they're doing to me is extremely evil and sadistic, and it really makes me suffer. And it's those things that pile up every day from dusk to dawn. They always do something to me. They always, like every hour, every minute, they always, I don't know if it's an automatic, how much of it is automatic and how much of it is manual, but they are constantly doing something bad to me. They always find some way to torture me and to make me feel bad. They're like those evil, really evil Nazis. They're scum.